Jitin Mukherjee, Director, Geobook India; Hans Salzmann, MD of 𝒆𝒉𝒊 Geotechnical, Engineering, Austria; Avkesh Kumar, Senior Manager, TERI Hydro Development Corporation; officers of NHAI, MORTH, NHIDCL; distinguished dignitaries, officials, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I am giving my special thanks to the management of Geobook that they are taking initiative in a very important subject which is very much related with our Indian problems. When I got appointed to visit Austria and Switzerland, personally I observed tunnels and the system they have already successfully implemented there. Actually, the terrain of Switzerland and Austria, I don't know too much about the geology of two countries, but it is as long as same with India. In Indian situation, particularly in Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, even in Jammu Kashmir, somewhere even in South India, now in Kerala, everywhere, even in Northeast, we are facing these crucial problems where we need to identify the problems and rectify whatever the lapses in our technology to give appropriate results as far as the need of the people concerned. I particularly in this area, in nowadays, we are facing a lot of crucial problems. And now we are making contractor and independent engineer or PMC or the officers responsible for that. I have taken a very strong stance that anywhere if there is lapses are there, we will make them responsible for that. Because ultimately it is the responsibility of the department to give the safe road to the people by and large. And because of these problems, I am not talking the problems may be bona fide, may be mala fide. If the problems are bona fide, we need to support them. We need to give them good training, and we need to give them good technology, good specification, good standards by which we can resolve the problem. But one thing is very important, that no one is perfect and no one can claim that he is perfect. This is the time that we need to learn from best successful practices from the world, how we are going to resolve our problems. So particularly the hilly regions, rockfall and slope instabilities is also a problem everywhere we are facing. We need to identify advanced mitigation techniques, which is very important. I feel that personally, because I am not the expert of the subject, but Switzerland and Austria, they have successfully implemented these techniques, and it is time for Indian officers of our department to learn good successful practices from them. Probably after using these practices, you maybe have some better solutions for that. But basic concept and basic problem is to understand the basic volume of the problem, and at the same time we need to understand what is the reason for that. Anywhere in the health sector, first of all, doctors need to identify the correct diagnosis. Without diagnosis, doctor cannot give good treatment to the patient. Now our problem is that we need to understand what is the correct treatment and what is the correct diagnosis. The problem is with the higher officers. Our tenders, our old technologies, our standards, our norms are outdated. And sometimes with the initiative of the small people also, the big people, they don't want to give permission for that. Because their approach is very rigid. They don't want to change. Somewhere technology and technology transformation and technology upgradation is a continuous process. And every time, whatever the person who may be expert, he need to understand what exactly the problem and how we are going to resolve that problem. So the positivity and to understand the futuristic techniques, and after that you may have a capability or a potential that you can give a better solution on that. But this is a continuous research process, and your experience can tell you too much about it. But somewhere you need to understand with your positivity that how we are going to resolve this problem. As a minister, I am trying from 11 years to resolve the problems. Now I am to come to conclusion that we have to take stern action. Just coming to here, I was discussing with Venkatraman in the problem in Kerala. I just tell him, you suspend all the officers for them. We can find out after that what is to be going on. We can make the study. And also blacklist the contractor. Make action against the independent engineers. How? What is the reason? So the first of all, as a government, we have decided to take stern action if anything happens. So my request to you that you need to understand with a serious approach that what exactly the problem is, how we can resolve. If we don't have a solution, where is the solution? Who are the people who are competent, and where we can learn something from them and we can rectify the mistakes. Otherwise, it is not only loss of money, but it is a loss of people also. I got appointed to visit Himachal Pradesh on the road of Manali to Kullu Manali. Whole road, we have spent something 3,000 to 4,000 crore, and whole road is collapsed. There is a situation is very problematic. Both side mountains are there, and the people, their residents actually in the river. So I know that there are very, very crucial problems. But we are here for whatever the problem may be difficult. It is our test for all of us to resolve that problem, to give a successful solutions for that. And for that reason, when anywhere the problem arises, the army movement of locals and tourists, transport of local produce to markets, construction work, all people are facing huge problem. I feel that today's discussion and guidance from the international experts, it is to be a good opportunity for all the officers who are related with the ministry, NHI, NHIDCL, to understand. They can even understand a lot of new techniques. And my request to particularly the authority officers, that you should allow officers to make experiments. Some of the experiment there may be problems, but you take it as an experiment and give them opportunity. And if you are not giving them opportunity to rectify it, then you take the responsibility. Either you resolve the problem, either you allow the people to do experiments. Otherwise, it will be again a big problem. And when you take a decision, you take it on the file that we are doing this as an experiment. So after this experience, I feel that it will be easy for you to understand what is the exact solution. And in-depth insights, these learning opportunities which are available today in this seminar is very important. I also request all of you that you can take the notes of it. Even we have a lot of time we are sending our people to abroad to learn the new techniques. So my suggestion to all of you that this is to be an appropriate time for all of you, that with your experience, with whatever the problem you identify, on the basis of that, my request to all of you that you have to understand what is the need of our country, what is the problem in the situation, because state to state, district to district, problems are very, very different. Now the selection of tender is a big problem. Your technical and financial qualifications are very important. I know that after listening all the good things, the person who is going to prepare the tender, he again going with his old methodology, that is the government process. So the people who are preparing tender, after good suggestions from this, it is our moral and legal and logical and ethical responsibility to rectify the conditions in the tender. Don't repeat the mistakes. If you are going to repeat the mistakes, then you take the responsibility for that. For the reason I request all of you that whatever you are taking new learning from here, which is convinced to you, it is to be adopted as a policy in the department. I am very much interested in rectification of all this problem. At the same time, the cost is very important, because I always telling people that proven technology, economic viability, availability of raw material, and marketability of the finished product is the key of business. In this field also, my request to all the people who are coming from abroad here, you need to have your joint venture in India, because your per capita income in Switzerland and Austria is very high. In India, our per capita income is very less. So it is very difficult that we cannot compare our cost with your cost. With your technology, we have got the appropriate vendors here who are engineering point of view very capable. They have got the machines under your guidance and design. They can give their parts and components here in India. You can take your profit in it. That is not the problem. But the cost should be reasonable. Otherwise, we will not by and large implement all these things. So to make it with a reasonable cost is very, very important thing. The cheap and poor quality products cause long-term damages to the projects. As a minister, I never seen a good expansion joints. Many of the people are IIT engineers. Some of the people, they may have the merit, first class. I don't know the reason. What are the reason for that, I don't know. But as a minister, I can certify that you don't have a single bridge where expansion joints are perfect. I remember when I was minister in Mumbai, I constructed 55 flyovers. Still my request to all of you to please go there and go on the bridge from JJ Hospital to VT station. The bridge was constructed by Gammon India, and the consultant was Mr. Srinivasan probably is from Hong Kong. And just to see, still today, after 25 years, see the expansion joints and see your joints. It is shameful for the department that we are using duplicate expansion joints. Our contractors not working in a proper way without quality conscious. Now I am really happy that today, because of we are now taking very, very strong action against the contractors, against the consultants, and against the officers. Now people are now little bit very serious about it. This is very important. The ownership for the service, ownership for the project is very important. And I am expecting from all of you that you need to learn good things from anywhere which the things are available in the world. I am always telling people that no one is perfect. Even I am not perfect. We need to understand, we need to learn from every person. There are strengths and weaknesses with everybody. We need to understand what are the strengths and what are the weaknesses. And where is the strength is there, we need to understand it. I feel that this is the opportunity for you. The border roads, key highways and tonnage Jammu and Kashmir to northern India, northeast India. At the same time, all over the country, we are now taking lot of projects. In Assam, we are doing immense tunnel under Brahmaputra, costing 12,000 crores. Lot of big bridges, elevated roads. So today, somewhere, we need to reduce the cost by using the best technology without compromise with the quality. That is equally important. This today's seminar, this is a bridge gap between Swiss technology and practical need of infrastructure development in our challenging hilly terrains in India. I am really happy that today this learning will be very important for the future. The Indian terrain is diverse across the states with varying climates and geographical conditions. They are different. The Himalayan terrain is different and Sahyadri is different. So everywhere the problems are also different. The Switzerland has a world-class rail network with long tunnels in hazardous mountains areas. The infrastructure damage in Switzerland is very, very rare. The same thing in Austria. I am happy that in today's workshop here are experts from Switzerland. They will share global best practices, foster collaboration and knowledge sharing among the experts, policymakers and authorities to enhance the safety and durability in our infrastructure. The agencies such as IRC is very important. The office bearers of IRC, they need to understand what are the best technologies of the future. What is the successful technology which are available in the whole part of the world. So today we need to develop, IRC is supposed to develop codes and standards. That is very important. Our standards and codes are very important. Without that, we cannot have a perfect tender, and without that, we don't have the good quality. So this is a process where everywhere we need to add our inputs by which we can make it more qualitative. The Hill Road Manual published by IRC in December 2023 defines methods for slope protection hilly areas. The manual includes contribution from EOTA, European Organization of Technical Assessment, and ISO, International Organization for Standardization. The EOTA ensures non-conventional products, meets technical specifications and comply regulatory requirements, and these specifications are used worldwide. The important to study and adopt international standards and avoid unscientific methods. The Geobook started production in India, reducing project costs, freight and delivery time. They have their project in Jharkhand. And this support reduced carbon emission and with India's goal to become carbon negative. The engineered systems control can monitor with natural hazards, protective maintenance by electronic monitoring, and sensor-based monitors are there. They can inform us about what is going to happen in the future. So we can detect hazards when loads like rocks or debris fall on them. These monitors analyze impact of the falling load. The trigger alerts for potential hazards such as landslide or rock falls. That is also we need to understand. The successful application in Indian Railway at challenging location, already they have a successful experiment. We need to study and making research and success story to understand what exactly the project is. Need to introduce these systems in highways and tunnels for comprehensive safety. This should benefit stakeholders, engineers, government officials, contractors and consultants. I want our government officials should adopt the best international practices. And if anywhere there is a problem, please come to me. Don't hesitate. Because when there will be action against you, no officer, your senior officer is going to help you. Because I am going to take action against you. Suppose your officer not allowing to make this all good initiative, come to me. Because ultimately the responsibility is coming to you. So you will make responsible for that. For that reason I will request you, if any problem is there, as a minister, you contact me. I want our government should adopt the best internal practices in the interest of all these problems. I wish all of you, and I am very much confident that this seminar is going to inspire and motivate all of you, and that is going to make your upgradation of your knowledge related with the difficult terrains where India we are facing the crucial problems. May the deliberations lead to the development of more comprehensive and stringent methods for slope protection in hilly terrains, and that is exactly the need of our country. The volume in which we are now working is a big, and here it is appropriately most important that we need to protect the life of the people. The financial wastage is there, but at the same time life of the people is very important. Today this seminar will inspire and motivate you towards with the positivity in the direction of giving safe roads to the people of our country. Once again, I am giving my thanks to all expert people who are coming from abroad, and also I am giving my thanks to all of you, that seriously you are taking interest in this subject. This is to be a very positive indication about how we are going to fulfill this goal. Once again, I am giving my all best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.